today is March, babe, what's today, 21st, 22nd? It's 20th. 20th, okay. March 20th, day 4 of the lockout. Not lockdown, lockout, because we're not locked down yet, but we're definitely locked out of a lot of shit. So after doing my normal stuff for my clients and stuff online, thank you guys for being patient. It's a weird time, and I'm trying to come up with new workouts, so hopefully this stuff can help my clients too, as well as other people out there, mimic the exercise that we do in the gym with bands and stuff. Because it actually, it does make it more of a dynamic exercise with the bands than even using free weights or something like that. It's definitely a different way of training, and now I understand why so many people use the bands added to the weights, because it does actually change the way that the muscle contracts against it and expands. It's actually strange, but I know there's plenty of science behind it, but I was just never into it. Like the powerlifting stuff, I was never into understanding how that stuff worked. So now I'm finding out. So today we're gonna do, again, full body routine, different than yesterday. Aaron actually just got home from work, so should be able to film. So I was gonna set this up on tripods and stuff, and I think it just would have looked like, it would have looked stupid overall if I had done the tripods and stuff. So now it'd be more dynamic to be able to have Aaron film. So did you work out this morning, babe? Or?
I did cardio.
You did cardio, okay.
So I've got more stuff to do.
Okay, and then we're gonna do the walks outside again. So yesterday we did 2 hours of cardio, 2 hours, an hour of cardio, and then about 35 minutes of weightlifting. And Aaron did, how many cardio sessions did you do? 3 yesterday, right?
I ran and I walked twice.
You ran and then walked twice, so 3 cardio sessions and 2 weight workouts?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weight workouts. So 5 workouts for her yesterday. Just
what
for
do you mean? I'm not
because
stressed out at all.
That's a day off from work for her, like fucking stay active.
I don't drink, I exercise.
I know. Exercise is your drug. Right, buddy?
You're my drug. Your love is my drug.
Right, buddy? What's your drug, buddy? He's like, Dad, I like snacks. I like my cookies. I like going for walks and shit like that. Dad, that's pretty he's going to stare there and eat right now. That's what he does. Thinks he's going to get some food, but he's not. He doesn't eat people food, so. All right, let's get the show on the road. All right, so we're going to start out today with one arm flies, which is very isolation type movement. But here's the thing. I don't like doing them one arm at a time usually, because I feel like I have to have both arms to get a good contraction. But with the bands, the way you have to pull it across, it's even different than a cable. So actually you do get a really good contraction here. Just warming up the pecs for the presses. The thing is, you gotta really squeeze at the contraction, but this band, because it moves like this, whereas a regular cable will be straight, the band moves. You can actually move the resistance with the band across. And again, it's not going to make your chest huge doing these. Come out here like this.
I just want to see how you've got it
Loop
wrapped.
it around. And then I got to adjust the tension like this to get. See how the band comes around my arm? Watch. You see it actually hug my arm. See it?
Yeah. Does it hurt?
The cable doesn't do that.
Right.
Right? But now this is my torn pec, and I can feel that it actually cramps it, to be honest with you. Torn pec gets cramps when I do flies or crossovers or any kind of movement like this. But this one, from the first fucking squeeze, it definitely cramps it.
Great.
No, I mean, it's a good thing. It's causing stimulation without a lot of weight, My goal is to try to not use a lot of weights for a lot of this stuff. So when I get back to the gym, the weights will be a new stimulus. So I can use a little bit heavier weights and then grow back into it, but just get lean now. Get lean now. And then when it's time, jump right back into it. So do some push-ups next. All right, buddy, push-ups. You gonna do push-ups? You just did one.
He's ready to do.
Okay, here we go. Ready, buddy? Look, up. Here, 1, come on. 2, up. Ready? 4, not all the way down, buddy.
Do you push-ups, Bubba? Did he just lick you?
Yeah, he's been trying to get push-ups in over here while he's...
The dangers of home workouts. He's licking your hand.
I guess I'm just gonna let him lick my hand until he's done. I guess I don't know.
Boo boo. You need to do the push-ups.
All right. Well, push-ups. Now, even just doing push-ups, I can't usually do push-ups because the shoulder joint is unstable, so I can't go all the way down. When I go all the way down, you can actually feel the joint kind of rock back and forth. So I do some isolation first to pre-exhaust. Right into these, I only have to do 8 to 10 reps, and then I can get up and I'm good. Now I'll just take this other band. We'll go behind the back. Try to get this situated. Once we get back here, then we can press this way. So push-ups to get more of a stability, range of motion. And then this squeeze. This actually, really gets a good contraction.
Does it hurt your shoulders at all?
Not my shoulders, but that left pec you can actually see how it balls up
Oh yeah.
compared to the other one. Like right through the
Yeah.
shirt, watch.
Yeah.
See how it balls up?
Uh-huh.
It balls up because it's torn.
Crazy.
So just to be able to do this, with the way that is with the shoulder joint, this is probably a better chest workout than doing dumbbell bench for me, or even machines. It's the resistance itself that...
So your wrists don't really matter on this?
No, because you're not stabilizing any kind of weight or anything, right? So if you're not using a weight, you want the weight sitting here in your hands, so it's above your forearm like that, not back here, not back here, sitting above here. With these ropes and stuff, not ropes, these
Bands.
bands and stuff, it doesn't matter because it pulls your wrist, whatever. That thing just sits through your hand here, and it doesn't put a lot of pressure on your wrist. So I'm gonna run this thing one more time, and then we're gonna go with back workout.
Are you gonna work out, boo-boo? Okay, what are you doing?
So out here, I figure we can actually tie these things, and this railing shouldn't fall off. I mean, I might be able to pull it. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it's pretty solid. So hang on, I'll show you how to do it.
Yeah, I just
Very, very simple.
because that way,
Take the band,
if
swing
you
over it,
okay,
loop it through,
yeah,
take this piece, and that cinches it in.
okay,
Put your hand in here. Now
nice.
what we do is, instead of having a bench, we have one arm dumbbell rows here.
Is that that's the second? That's the harder band than the yellow, right?
Yeah. By the time you get it to here at full contraction, it won't go any further. Like, that's it.
So just trying to show everybody how to put your feet. See?
And again, this really works the core too, because your body, if you're trying to stabilize while you are pulling this, you got to keep your. See, when you pull that, it's not going anywhere. You got to pull a little bit closer.
Does it hurt your hand? That's such a girl question, but
Yeah, a little bit,
yeah.
but
What do you do?
everything hurts.
I mean,
you know, like,
yeah.
try to squeeze at the top. Full contraction. You can actually take this time doing these workouts to actually get that mind muscle contraction connection.
Yeah.
You're next, all right? You're on deck, okay? Okay, yeah, I'm on deck, Dad. He's like, I want to do it too, Dad.
He's gonna put your hand here.
Yeah,
And you step like that.
yeah.
And then you just did this.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So you step back a little bit more.
You step back more.
If you do that, that'll, when you go to pull it in, it might not go anymore, right? Pull it as hard as you can. See, it won't go up.
Yeah.
Now go forward a little bit. So keep walking forward. There. So that's where you want the maximum contraction, right?
Okay. It's not easy.
No, it's weird.
It's a
Because we're used to just going up and down with a dumbbell. Now this is more dynamic. It goes up, down, sideways. It twists. And don't forget that it actually goes forward and backwards, up and down, and 360, which is a little bit harder to stabilize.
Huh. Wow, that really burns.
It's weird, right?
But it's like
So there's no weight.
I don't
But we
know,
don't.
I
I don't
can't-
really understand how much weight that actually produces
I have no idea.
when you pull it. It causes a resistance, right? But resistance-wise, how do we know how much weight? I don't know how to compute it.
I don't know, but Brady's trying to figure it out. Is he guarding me?
He's keeping guarding. You guarding, Mom? Good job. He must be like, what the fuck are you two doing home? Why are you doing all this bullshit all over the house?
You know he has to love it.
Well, I've seen like these different memes of like my dog when he figured out I have to be in the house for a month. The dogs are all smiling and stuff, freaking out, running around.
I was thinking that's the one nice thing about this time is that the dogs aren't alone as much.
Right. Well, this little sucker's never alone because either I'm here or you're here, so. Right? A little weird, right?
It is weird, but I can feel it.
Right. So, I mean, you're not going to get huge, I don't think. I mean, who the fuck knows? You, maybe. Brady, you going to get huge? You going to get jacked, buddy? So I'm just going to watch. You
You're the
spotting?
biggest Frenchie on earth.
Yeah, I know. He's 37 pounds. Maybe he'll get shredded now, too.
When he
Together.
eats, he sounds like he's like a
A pig.
giant.
Sounds like a pig. He's
like
like,
a
growl,
giant.
row, 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 row. All right, now we're going to do a two-arm version of this with the other band. This is the one that's the hard band. It's probably like 150 pound, I think, total. I remember ordering this one because it was harder than the other ones. But this one's like, it wants to pull you forward, right? So it's like, you have to brace with your hips, your core, and then pull back here.
Oh my god, please don't rip off the railing. Why is that hard to explain to the condo association?
Well, we got a video of it, so I mean, very, very easy.
I know.
We're gonna know how strong these condos are built right now because here you can go overhand, over the barbell row, neutral grip, Go crazy Gregorian style. Underhand grip. Prefer the neutral grip. I guess you can switch your feet too. You can even do these on one leg too. If you wanted to make it a start using progression. Again, this is not bodybuilding. This is definitely functional training. A little giant set here. So we're gonna try to hit everything in the back that's left with these next couple of sets. So start out here and hit pull downs. Keeping your balance so you don't fall over is half the problem.
Not passing out when you stand up from being in that position.
All right, we go from there right into face pulls. Hitting that mid trap, Terry's rhomboids. So we went with lats, traps, Terry's rhomboids, and then we go right into rear delts.
Rear delts suck. Where did they burn, babe? Where did they burn?
It's burning my neck too.
No.
My traps and my neck always take over with every back exercise all the time. So do a giant set like that, rest for a second. So another giant set like that. And back will be done. So we did rows, single arm rows, 2-arm rows, pull downs, face pulls, and rear delt flies all within one. Well, we did 2 out there and then 3 in here. So we rotate them like that and then we'll hit shoulders next. So actually sharing is caring, right? That's what they say, sharing is caring.
Sharing is
I'm gonna
caring.
share with you guys something that Leo Costa shared with the world. He put it up on his Instagram, and Leo Costa actually came up with the, he was the writer of the book, Bulgarian Burst Training System, which actually led into Serious Growth and Serious Growth 3, Big Beyond Belief, Anabolic Diet, stuff like that. So Leo had this thing where, why use heavy weights when you can use light weights? So not every workout has to be heavy. So he showed this technique, and I used it on I took it into the gym and I used it on every single body part. And I was like, holy shit, it works. So if you have a day where you just can't train heavy for whatever reason, you can actually do this. And it's just basically using a lighter weight, which this would be considered a much lighter weight for a pull down, right? And it's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. So you start out with 10 reps, full range of motion from here, right? So it's 10 slow reps, good contraction. 2, that's it. 3, good contraction. 4, that's it, nice and easy. 5, 6, 7, full range of motion. 8, 9, 10. Now you get here and it's 20 here.
Like you're just doing like a...
Fully contracted. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15. Constant tension. 17, 18, 19, 20. Now 10 full again. Full contraction. 1,
That just looks like it burns.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
So no pause, just right into it.
9, 10. And that will, whether you're in the gym or home, that will give you a little bump in your back, like that. I mean, this back could have used a little bit heavier band, but it's jump between this one and the next one would have actually kind of probably messed up with the form a little bit. But try that on everything. It doesn't matter what it is. You can do 10 full range curls, then hit 20 right in that small range, then 10 full range again. It's similar to doing like the 20s or 21s where you do 777s. Push downs, I've done it with chest, I've done it with back, he did it with legs, it was leg extensions. And then what he did was from there, he went into another exercise, which would be this one, so there's no rest. We obviously rested just now. So you go no rest right into the next exercise, right? So it's very much what we did the first time, so giant set. And then once you're done with that part of it, and I rested a little bit, it's still burning. You go into these reverse flies, now everything hurts. And you're like, the band is doing this? You're like, what the fuck? Not a band like Metallica, a band is in a fucking stretch.
Yes, Metallica.
Stop doing that to me, what the fuck? You'd be surprised how much of a pump you get from doing stupid shit like that.
I can feel it right now.
Yeah, it's surprising. Like, as long as we keep the pace up to when we're breathing heavy, seems like the Jay Cutler trains like that too. Is to try to keep the blood in the muscle. And Jay's theory is it takes a lot more calories to keep that blood full of muscle. The muscle full of blood, did I just fucking say that wrong? I did, right? It takes a lot more calories to keep the muscle full of blood constantly. And the bigger you are, the more calories it takes. So pretty much the more you're burning. So that's just one of Jay's theories. Whether it's scientific or not, I don't know. It's just one of his things. But it's moving fast between sets, but it's not really how they build muscle. They build muscle by resting 3 or 4 minutes between sets. But when they're already have that muscle built, they move quick with some lighter weights like that just to maintain a pump. So, all right, so back is done. Let's see, shoulders. All right, so shoulders, we're gonna hit like a giant, I call them stacking sets, but they're actually, technically it's a superset. So you start out with, superset would be like, let's say you do 10 here, and then you do like 10 here. That'd be a superset. A stacking set is I'll go here, here. That's what I call around the world, which are a very old exercise, which really do help stability in the shoulders, right, which I need. Again, it's not really building muscle, but you will get burned like crazy on it. But because of the injury I have, I need stability. Some stability in my life.
You have stability in your life now.
And remember, we already hit the rear delt, so yeah, we're hitting side and front now, and a little bit traps too, but that's actually a hard exercise. You'd be surprised how hard it is to actually do that properly and not fuck it up. Elbow slightly bent, forwardly around the world. Now, right here, because they're already burning, we take the dumbbells here. These are a Larry Scott special. See how my pinkies are? That hurts already, shit.
It's, now are the dumb?
All right, we had actually a call come in, so we're gonna go with the Larry Scott. So the way the Larry Scotts are done is pinkies are up. Now you don't press straight up, you press out and around.
Okay, that was my question.
See it? It's like an arc.
Yes, that's why.
It unbelievably nails.
Now what's the advantage of this?
It nails the shoulders, and I'll take the triceps out of it.
Okay, so
the
you can't
triceps are
cheat.
secondary mover, and we're doing laterals, fronts, and around the world, no triceps. By the time you get to the presses, you do this, it pulls those triceps right out. It limits the weak factor, which is the triceps in that exercise, which these things burn like a bitch. And you gotta go light, like, because you just did 3 things back to back, so. So side, front, around the world. It's weird, right?
I actually really like this.
Do you feel the burn?
Oh God, yes.
But it's a weird burn, right? It's not just like doing regular laterals and stuff.
This is also my 3rd set. And I'm more than halfway through this set. So yeah, burns a lot.
This is stuff that you more than likely see trainers doing stuff at the gym like this. It's not really bodybuilding, but I mean, you would see Arnold doing shit like this back in the day, so maybe it is. It's just old-fashioned bodybuilding,
one
you know?
exercise like, oh, I'm a bodybuilder, and the next one is, oh, you're just, you know, not a bodybuilder. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a fine line.
All right, we're gonna use that technique that Leo, I just showed you for Leo on this. So basically we hit 10 here. Now you can't really go all the way down because you lose the tension. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And up here. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that really does burn. Now we get 10 more full. Really does kick the shit out of you. Right over here. This little bad boy over here.
It is a bad boy.
Kickbacks. I'm gonna snap this thing off. Shirt is so baggy around the waist. Right? I can feel it like flowing in the wind and shit. Like it fits on the shoulders and arms. Then you get down here, it's like fuck, dude. Alright. Huh, so arms. Then we do legs next.
But
She's
hit all
getting
of the
kinda-
muscles. You're gonna do all of the muscles all of the
Kinda
days.
hard.
Do you have to do legs today?
I'm doing the whole body routine.
Every day?
They're actually like, they feel good from yesterday. We did a lot of walking yesterday.
Yeah.
I
I
actually
ran,
feel
I
pretty
walked, I walked again. Then I thought, what else can I do?
It's actually not bad at
Lifted?
all. So I think I might do, what are we gonna do here? I think maybe we'll just do some, I know what to do for legs. I got it. Alright, let's do one more set for, one more rotation for arms.
Stop laughing fast enough to.
Alright, improvisation.
How's that? You comfy?
Trying to find that spot where I keep tension on the hamstring.
So what if people at home don't have a weight? What do they do?
Use a band? I don't know. I mean, if you have two people, they can hold the band from the bottom. Like you're holding the camera, but you can hold the band to give you some resistance.
That's true.
This is definitely not the most like effective hamstring curl ever, you know.
Now, why would you choose this one instead of, we've got some other weights where we could do a deadlift? Or is that because of your back?
Yeah, remember my back, my hip and my back.
Okay.
20 years ago, I probably would have just chose that, you know, but
Yeah.
now I want to isolate, and then I'm going to do a compound. So let's see if I can put this on the ground without dropping it and make a big noise. Oh.
Of course not. Great.
It wasn't even on the carpet, was it?
Nope.
Hopefully I didn't kill the floor. No, we're good.
Babe?
I get to be married for another day.
I know. One more day. Watch yourself.
Remember how we had these things yesterday?
Yeah.
Watch this one.
It's a fucking hula hoop.
There we go. Yeah.
So you're adding resistance by putting it around your shoulder. There's some better light on the other side, guys. Let me show you better. It's a much better view.
Up here. And my foot. Here.
This exercise just looks like you hate yourself.
No, I mean, it's like trying to get it done. You know?
What a pain in the ass. But yeah, it's awesome that you could
We're doing
just,
split squats with
yeah,
the band.
nice.
Pump them out. No forward range of motion. Actually, I'm not that good. The band pulls you off balance.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, your foot's also half on a piece of carpet, half on,
Right.
like you're trying to balance on something that's already hard to balance like that. That band is super useful.
By staying in the mid-range, keeps all the tension on your quad, your glutes, hamstrings, and under your kneecap. So you rotate those 3 times. Two
Question
with
for all the ladies in the house: how can we do hip thrusts
You
without?
can use the dumbbells.
Right, you can put the dumbbells on your hip.
I've seen people doing their dogs, like putting their dogs on there.
They put their dog on their hip.
My dog was 37 pounds, not enough for you. I mean, honestly, I go downstairs and get a couple of cases of GIFT products. Literally put them on your lap. And you can do the thrust like that.
But there's not like a weird trick band thing.
Well,
I
if we had
can't think
enough
of
heavy
one.
enough weights, let's say we had 100-pound dumbbells.
Yeah.
So you would lay like, you know, here like this, right? You would be over here like this,
Right.
right? There'd be a 100-pound dumbbell here, 100-pound here, and then this, or a heavier one, would loop across here underneath those dumbbells. Then as you push it up, see what I'm saying? But you have to have something heavy enough so when you do this, then pull it off or pull it in.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And you can technically push down here.
Oh, I see. And then just make it harder
Now,
on yourself.
it's not just your hips, your back, your
Yeah.
arms, everything's taking place in that.
Hmm.
There's just not enough resistance to overload down here.
Yeah.
Unless you had a thick enough band, those dumbbells to anchor it, then you'd be able to pull it off. But without that stuff, it's hard to.
This one. That's why it's so tricky. I had to
Or if
ask.
you had a barbell. If you had a barbell in your house, you could load up the barbell,
Yeah.
get it on there, and do that. Like this thing is the perfect. It's Ottoman, which it's all missing over here from Brady jumping on it.
That's where he likes to jump
He
off.
lands
Can
on
you
it,
tell?
his fucking feet.
His little.
His little nails fucking
Look
up.
at that.
Some people get a new one. I'm like, I don't care. I like it because he did it. I understand.
Oh my God, you're such a boy.
One more round of those. All right, finish up with. All right, here we go. Right?
Your super duper band. Okay, so you're doing calves. Your genetic calves that no one likes you for. It's around your neck.
Not a ton of resistance on it, but
Across in front of you and around your feet.
as your
I'm doing kind of I'm trying to show people how you're moving your feet.
keeping that band stapled to the ground.
The band's not moving at all.
It's important to keep that band stapled to the ground because the band moves, takes resistance off it, right?
Yeah. And it's wrapped around his neck.
All right, workout 2. So
Hardcore.
I don't think we need to keep doing different workouts every day, but if we want to, I guess we can, but it's a matter of trying to figure out what can be done, then rotating them maybe every day.
It's kind of fun to see the different ways to do stuff, honestly.
Well, I mean, this is basic shit for actual trainers. I'm not talking about bodybuilders, but for actual trainers, which is something I've been doing since I was 18. I was 18 when I got certified. Like, this is basic shit that you've learned how to do. Like, where sometimes we have to go to people's houses. I used to train people at their houses. They didn't have gyms, so I'd bring all this shit like this to the house. And I'd train them at their houses and stuff like that. And as you know, competing in bodybuilding and stuff like that, you forget this shit. Like, this stuff not gonna do me any good. You forget about it. You don't even think about it, right? Until times like now, and you gotta dip back into your knowledge and go, I need to do this shit. You know what I mean? And the hardest part is like when you've been out of practice, like trying to figure out little things like how to put that thing on the door. Like, it took me a day to figure out how to put that thing on the door, just because like I wasn't thinking of using a household thing. You know, like we hang our jackets on. I'm thinking of like, well, if you pinch it in the door, but then it snaps off, and I've had that happen. And I've had people put things on like this, doorknobs, right? Works like that. You know, now it's lower to the hip, so it's a lower pull than up here. You know what I mean? But if you do it the wrong way, it comes undone. You know what I mean? So it's like there's a lot of things that, you know, you have to think of when you're doing it to make sure that you're not going to pull something over because it's not heavy enough, if it's not fully attached. And that thing, if it snaps back, it's hitting me right in the fucking nuts. Like, it's going from 0 to 100 quick right into the fucking boom, into the fucking private area. So it's like,
watch yourself.
think
then.
about
Hey,
it before.
I have.
No, what the fuck else are we gonna do? We're in lockdown. Like, we got exercise and other forms of exercise. That's pretty much what
Yay,
you have to do.
exercise!
Yeah, other forms of exercise.
I love exercise.
You ready to go do this regular exercise walk and get this shit over with?
Hell yes.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, bye.
All right, now it's time to take advantage of this nice weather. It's not super sunny out, but it is warm out. Babe, what's the temperature, you think? Oh, wait, we got a thermometer. Yeah, we got a thermometer on the goddamn thing. I'm so stupid. I had a freaking thermometer right behind me on the thing. I'm like, babe, so it's 77 degrees?
It says 77.
77. It's almost fucking 80 degrees here. Nice breeze, though, right? It's like the breeze like we had in Mexico.
50 something tomorrow.
Yeah, all right.
We have a front coming.
Still gonna wind up walking tomorrow anyway, so we're gonna do 30 minutes now and then 30 minutes later on. We're dropped back into full keto today. We as in me. She's not doing full keto.
We don't do keto.
What are you doing?
We do keto.
She's on the water diet. All she does is water.
Yeah, just water only.
You're the Titan diet?
I am on Titan. Listen, Titan keeps me
I swear to
alive.
God, when I saw you wearing the shirt, I thought it said tits on it.
You did not.
I swear to God, I'm like, she wearing the shirt that says tits on her boob?
You have a one-track mind, don't you? One-track mind. I'm not surprised.